Hello, hello, and welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. We are rolling on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. Lots of places to watch. I see people filing in on TikTok. Dee and Scav and Tina and Charlie all saying hey, and Felix saying hello. How are you? And AJ saying happy Tuesday. Liam we got on YouTube along with Miniest Mini. Welcome everybody. Logician's on Twitch. I think the whole gang is here and psyched for a crossword. Lid is saying funny. I don't know if that's a guess for one across. And Felix followed us. Thank you so much, Felix. Okay, we have a brand new crossword today to solve. I guess it's actually not brand new in terms of publication. I think it's from a couple weeks ago. It's called Wordwise. You can find this at Arkadium.com in the Stan Newman's Daily Crossword line. It's by Lynn Josephson. And if you are new here, my name is Jack. I will guide us through the puzzle, but these are always the most fun the more collaborative they are. So if you see a clue and think you know the answer, pop it into chat, and I will collect everybody's input and really make this a group-solving effort. Okay, so the puzzle was called Wordwise. I don't know what that means yet, but presumably we will learn in due time. And Roshni Patel sent a heart. Thank you. Okay, one across elbows but not knees. So not too salty is guessing funny bone. Just funny, not bone. I'm not sure what... AJ likes funny as well. Oh, Tina says pasta and Scav says pasta. Interesting. Elbows but not knees. I don't think I understand funny. Everyone's guessing funny. Maybe we do one down. Shania's here likes funny. Okay. Oh yeah, Felix says we can just blurt out answers, right? I had one guy yell at me for that on the other channel. No, the whole concept here is that the audience is solving together. So yes, blurt out all your ideas, good and bad, and we'll make it work. So last year. We got Lucinda and Devvox saying passé. I like that word. Oh, that's so last year. That's so passé. Okay, very good. And then the P works for pasta. I actually love this clue. I didn't appreciate it enough before. Elbows, but not knees, because elbows are a type of pasta, but knees, of course, are not. Very good. Very good. Yeah, and we got Ledition and Ledition on Twitch also guessing pasta. Very good work, everybody. All right. We got one across and one down in place. I'm feeling optimistic. Do something about. Oh, no. I just got a message on TikTok, but it seems like my chats are still coming in, so maybe it's no problem. Shania asking for the title. Today's title is Wordwise. Surprised it's not wise words, but yeah, Wordwise. I don't know what the theme is yet, but that title will hint at the theme eventually. Do something about. Liam says acted, which I think is the right idea, but somehow the tenses don't work out. Acted is past tense, whereas do something about is very present tense. So I'm liking the suggestions I'm seeing on TikTok. Efon is saying act on. If you act on something, you're doing something about it. I think that is a promising answer, but we'll check the end right away. Indefinite amount. Yeah, present tense, as Scav points out. Exactly. Not Too Salty says, my dog is watching the stream with everybody. Well, hello to your dog. What's your dog's name? That's great. I think that might be our first animal viewer that I'm aware of, at least. Yeah, any is looking good. Hobbs is here on YouTube saying any, an indefinite amount. It can be any amount. I think that is looking good. Not Too Salty says, Luna is the dog's name. She just turned 6 months. Wow. Well, happy half birthday, Luna. And I hope you enjoy crosswords, because that's what we're all about here. Lacerated. Lacerated. Okay. Everyone is giving Luna her due greetings. Welcome to the audience. 2 solid guesses. We got Warthog back in chat. 2 solid guesses for lacerated. This one, tense-wise, I think can be tore or torn. Tor being the past tense, but torn being the past participle, if I have my grammar right. And I think lacerated would work for either. So I think we're not getting a letter there just yet. Maybe we check 19 across right away. Okay by me. Okay by me. Someone named Monster is in chat saying Tor. And Jill is hedging her bets, saying Tor and Torn. Yeah, you can't be wrong if you guess them both. Warthog thinks that's a good idea too. Liam says, I got a dog too. Roj is her name. Is Roj watching? Yeah, I think Felix and Dee and Shania and Jessica and Jill are up onto something with this. Okay by me looks like sure. And hopefully that ends with an E, so it was Tor after all. Well done to everyone who was guessing Tor over Torn. Okay. Great. Indefinite number. Didn't we just have this clue? Indefinite amount, and now we have indefinite number. Number's abbreviated, so the answer is likely to be abbreviated as well. Liam says, yes, Roj is watching as well. We got 2 pups watching suddenly today. Felix says, I have a cat, but he's more of a Sudoku fan. It's hilarious. Well, I'm a Sudoku fan too, so maybe one day your cat and I can do a Sudoku together. Interesting. Liam is guessing ETA for indefinite number, which does make sense. It's an estimated time of arrival. A lot of people on TikTok are suggesting just est, which is short for estimate, and an indefinite number. I'm somewhat partial to this answer, but we will let the crosses speak. Yeah. Jessica says, my dog Carl says hi. Suddenly everyone has pets watching. AJ says, Scav is always one step ahead of me. Yeah, don't feel bad, AJ. Scav is one step ahead of all of us. In fact, if it's only one step, then I'd consider yourself pretty skilled. Shania says, my dogs are crossword doggos. Jill asking, do you do variant Sudoku? I do. I've gotten pretty obsessed with variant Sudoku in the last year or two. We don't do them on this channel, but I'm a huge fan. Placed blame on. We got Jessica and Piers and Dee all saying accused. Place blame on. Accused. I accused you. Oh, I see a word emerging here. We haven't looked at 16 across because it's probably our first theme answer of the day, and I like to chip away at it slowly, if possible. Golf official. We got golf official. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I've been mispronouncing Liam's dog's name. It's Rogue, not Roge. Rogue. Apologies, Rogue. Miniest Mini and D and AJ and Scav and Tina are all saying starter, a golf official. Okay, I don't know golf, so I'm going to admit I don't know. Well, is a starter a thing in golf, and why? What do they do? Marcy Flowers likes starter and F1, so it must be right. Shania's already guessing at the theme, like horror stuff, because we already have scary here. People want scary movies. Maybe we'll look at 16 across, but I do want... Yeah, AJ says same. I didn't know what a starter was, just taking a guess. Marcy says they start the game. I guess they're appropriately named then. He's on the first tee, says Larry. It's like an announcer. The starter puts the groups up to the first tee. Okay, good. Liam says, I'm just a mini golfer, sadly. They don't have starters in mini golf? 16 across. I'm guessing it's our first themer of the day. Typical Stein tale. Aha. Does anyone know what Stein we're talking about here? Larry says starters make sure you pay? Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. Sydney and Tina and Shania all saying scary story. I think we're talking about R.L. Stein. R.L. Stein was my absolute favorite as a kid. He wrote the Goosebumps series. I probably owned 50 of those books as a kid. I loved Goosebumps. So I'm digging this crossword already. Scary story. I like it a lot. Scav said they just canceled the Hulu show. Was there a Goosebumps Hulu show? Somehow I missed this. Yes, Fear Street also, Marcy. He wrote Fear Street as well. Those were good too. And those, I think, were pitched to a slightly older audience. So when you were in elementary school, Goosebumps was perfect, and then you got to middle school and you start reading Fear Street. Thoroughbred Datum. Thoroughbred Datum. What do we like here? Barbara is on Facebook saying stud, which I think makes sense, a stud, because we're talking horses here. But Tina and AJ prefer sire, which I think makes a lot of sense. Who sired the horse might be a datum that's relevant for thoroughbreds. Ooh, Felix is guessing 26 across is going to be eerie to go with our spooky imagery today. Should we check it? No, we're not there yet, but I look forward to it. I can do this. 6 down, I can do this. Okay. Julie, thanks for the flower. What do we think? I can do this. Ah. Everyone writing got it, and I'm like, okay, if you got it, tell me, what is it? But no, the answer is got it. I can do this. Yeah, got it. I'm on top of it. That seems right. 6 across, damsel. All right. Damsel, 4-letter word starting with a G. Wraith Knight is asking for 20 across. Where's 20 across? Oh, here. Oh, yeah. Wait, good point. This is good eye, Wraith Knight. 2 eyes in a row is a little sus. Sometimes you'll get 3 eyes in a row and it's like a Roman numeral 3. That's the only autocomplete I can imagine here, working here. Shania and Ephon are saying girl. Yeah, I guess a damsel and a girl. Oh, Barbara's saying Gwen, so for a specific damsel. But Hobbs and Liam and Minnie are all guessing girl as well. I'm disturbed. Let's try 20 across. Global Lending Org. I think we have an error. Wow. I think we actually have a mistake. I thought got it was so good. And sire. Ooh, something's wrong, though. Something is very wrong. Global Lending Org. Sam is here saying, hey. Hey, Sam. Are you into crosswords? Okay. Yes. So I like what Felix and Dad Not Dude and Ephon are saying for this. IMF, as Shania points out, is International Monetary Fund. IMF is a global lending org. So sire looks plausibly still correct, but maybe we just tear all of this out. And as Marcy points out, yeah, 6 down, let me. That also works. I can do this. Let me. Allow me. Okay. And then after all that, it was not girl. Not girl. Yeah, that was a close one. Well done to Wraith Knight for noticing the double I suspicion right away. We didn't live with an issue in the grid for too long. Yeah, good fix, as Jessica points out, exactly. Dad Not Dude is saying lass or lady. A damsel could be a lass or a lady. Very true. So we check 8 down. 35mm device. 35mm device. So we're talking... What are we talking? I think I know the answer here. We're talking cameras, I believe. Yeah. Ledition and Felix and Marcy and Jill and Scav are all saying SLR, which is, yeah, a type of camera lens, Felix. Although, and helpfully, the S in SLR works with LAS. So I think we're slowly but surely making progress in this section. Definitely giving us more trouble than our first corner. For example, at 9 down. Let's see. What do we have in here? Oh, Shania, yeah, it's single lens reflex. Thank you, Shania. Shania, our resident factoid provider. Not too salty. Or I should say Luna is suggesting say for 9 down. For example. Yeah, that actually works. Say, for example, they actually mean the same thing. Very good. And we had Spanish she, and George Schneider is on YouTube, also given say, and Barbara on Facebook. And this is looking like ella. Ella is how you say she in Spanish. That was the most straightforward clue of the day so far. That's just. And high up is looking like aloft, as Lucinda suggests. What's up, Blake? How you doing? Okay. Got a little rocky there for a second, but we I think we set ourselves up for success here. 23 across, our second themer of the day, tidy sum. Tidy sum. What do we like here? Maybe we don't have enough letters filled in. Ooh, or maybe we do. Ah, getting some nice convergence on TikTok. I like it. Yeah, Sam and Jill and Dad Not Dude and Sella are all saying pretty penny. Good entry. A pretty penny. Yeah, Felix says, do you do these at the same time each day? It's my lunch break. Yes, I'm glad you asked, Felix. We do this every single day at noon Eastern time, so same time as right now. And yeah, lunch break is part of the idea that hopefully noon on, at least for East Coast folks, it'll be convenient for them. So yeah, join us, follow us. Oh, you already followed us. So you're set up to see our streams next time you pull up TikTok. Okay. Shania is trying to get my attention. Pennywise the clown from It with the balloon. Ah, are we talking scary stories and Penny from Pennywise the clown from It? Interesting theory, Shania. I hope you're right. People do seem happy with Pretty Penny. Just catching up. Marcy Flower says, it's my coffee time here, 9 a.m. Yeah, that's the other idea. That noon for West Coast people is, when they're waking up and want a little brain jog for the morning. So hopefully noon Eastern works for a lot of people. Cotton fabric at 23 down. And everyone wants to see 26 across, so maybe I'll check. Like 16 across. Wow. Yeah, I think someone spotted this way back. It's got to be eerie. I mean, scary stories are eerie. R.L. Stine is known for his eerie atmospheres, so I think this was eerie. Well done. Excellent. And Tess says relaxing crossword in the evening here. Okay, so you can enjoy Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live any time of day, it turns out. Great. So not too salty and Deadbox, we're both guessing poly for cotton fabric. Maybe that's like polyester or something. But if Erie is correct, then poly can't be. Sam says, for me, it's after work while I tidy up before my fiance gets home from work. Oh, everyone slots us into their lives differently. It's interesting to hear. Yeah, I like the Deadbox's correction. Pima. Pima is I think like a premium type of cotton. AJ says, or 2 a.m. in Australia. Are you in Australia, AJ? Did I know this? Okay, oil holder. 29 across is oil holder. We don't have 100% agreement on Pima, but I like it. Pima is definitely a type of cotton. I'm confident in that one. And it works. Oh yeah, AJ, right. We've had some Australians in the past. That's right. And Brent is back saying good morning. Good morning, Brent. Yeah, Jessica and Efon and Jill are all saying drum, and Hobbs and Barbara, yeah, oil holder. You hold it in a big drum. Listen, oh, I saw people giving me the drum emojis. That's so funny. And I was like, we're not at the confetti yet. Why are people giving me the drum roll already? We're so far from confetti. And then I realized that the answer is drum. Okay. Maybe we work our way into this section via 24 down. These are the important decisions. Grand for short. We got Lucy back on YouTube. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, Jillian D and T. Pendleton and Larry all saying thou. A grand is slang for 1,000, like $1,000. You have a grand. Interesting. We had this was our clue the other day. The last Saturday stumper we did, the clue was thou, but I read it as thou because that's the first way I would think to read these four letters. Thou, like the Old English U. And then the answer I think was Gee. So that was significantly harder, I think, than this clue, as Saturday stumpers should be. Chinese principal at 25 down. Okay. Liam says my dog is going crazy in here. Why is Rogue going crazy? Excited that we're getting closer to this understanding this theme? Okay. Yeah, Sella and Scav and Felix and Dad Not Dude are all saying yang, like yin yang. I think that's a very plausible answer. Chinese principle yang, yin and yang. I'm happy with that. Rural outing. A rural outing. Okay. And Barbara giving me the yin yang emoji. Very nice. Rural outing. Do we have enough for this? I can't quite see this. Yeah, and people are musing about the theme. Warthog is pointing out alliterations, and I think I saw someone saying this earlier too. Maybe we should pause for a second and check out these theme answers. We have Scary Story and Pretty Penny. Warthog is pointing out they're both alliterative phrases, and I think someone earlier was saying they both end in Y. They have this similar cadence to them. Scary Story, Pretty Penny. So I think that is the theme today. We're getting two-word alliterative phrases that end in Y, and then this is the joke. Word wise. Wise sounds like the letter Y, multiple Y's in our words. So I think we're going to be getting phrases like that. So start thinking ahead if you can imagine any other phrases that have this structure. Not Too Salty is saying hayride, which I really like for rural outing. And AJ says, gotta enjoy the agritainment. Yeah. Agritainment is a word we all learned together on the Saturday Stumper this weekend, which is a portmanteau of agriculture and entertainment. Apparently, a hayride is a type of agritainment. Yeah, gotta enjoy it. Oh, Shania's still trying to make Pennywise work, which is Pennywise the Clown. Fair point. Wise, we do have Penny, we have Wise, we have Scary Stories, we have Eerie. If we get a balloon, I will fully yield this to you. And Wordwise is an alliteration, Warthog points out. Nice little layer. Okay, infiltrator. Jasmine is telling me an infiltrator is a spy. Yeah, that seems great. Raced downward. Ooh, topsy-turvy, Dad Not Dude supplies. That's a great one. Topsy-turvy. Good one. It's hard to just produce these. Warthog says hayrides are scary. Yeah, we're really trying to make this scary theme work. There is something autumnal about this, but I'm just not convinced. Hurly-burlies, says Dad Not Dude. You're coming up with a bunch of them. Lid and T. Pendleton and Larry like skied for raced downward. Deadbox says skied is nice. Yeah, that looks good. Wraith Knight says we need an answer that has Maine or Derry too. Yeah, is there a Stephen King sub-theme here, or are we losing it? Pickpocket, for instance. Pickpocket, for instance. What do we think? Well, I think I was missing some YouTube comments. I apologize. I'm catching up now. Yeah. Apologize. Lucy on YouTube is saying taker. Interesting. Yeah, a pickpocket is someone who takes stuff from you. So that seems plausible. an upfront payment at 18 across. Okay. Sports writer wanted Baker for pickpocket. I think Taker makes a little more sense. Sports writer also wants biker. I'm not sure about these. Yeah, Jasmine likes Taker. Let's keep it for now and see if we can make sense of it. Charlie Rollins is giving me a good guess for the cross. I think anti. Oh, Blake says I hate this part of the grid because you can't see it with the chat on. Yeah, this is a common complaint on TikTok. And I tried to put me on the bottom and or no, vice versa, put myself on the top and the crossword on the bottom. And for the most part, people didn't like that any better. Big Kahuna is here and Crock Pocket, both giving me ante. Yeah, an upfront payment in poker is your ante. You have to get the pot started. Yeah, Charlie says, sorry I left for a bit. Did we figure out the theme? I believe we did. We've got two-word alliterative phrases that both end in Y. So scary, story, pretty, penny, dad not dude is predicting topsy-turvy or hurly-burly. So it looks like we have at least two more, if not three more, to uncover as we go. Move on a runway. Move on a runway. Shania has made the switch over to YouTube and is now encouraging other TikTokers to make the move. And Minius is saying, I'm glad we've poached you, Shania. Oh, we got Jay Astier back. I like what Jeff Simon is saying and Matt A saying taxi for move on a runway. Yeah. That's what it's called when you're in an airplane and you're basically driving in an airplane. When you're not flying, you're taxiing. So you're on runway. Let's start looking at these downs. They're pressed for lunch. Oh, Warthog points out hurly-burly is not alliterative, though. Yeah, good point. Warthog is locked into this theme in a way that I have not fully internalized yet. Yeah, hurly-burly can't be part of this if they're all going to be alliterative phrases. Topsy-turvy is still good, though. Okay, Jasmine and Jilly and Lid and Scorpio and Jeff Simon all giving me paninis. Yeah, paninis are pressed literally in a panini press. Slight nit here, though. Isn't panini technically already plural? I think the singular is panino, but maybe we don't really say that. Jessica and Tess giving me sandwich emojis, too. Okay, stretches out. Charlie and Scav are saying extends. Yeah, stretches out, extends. Loki on YouTube got extends as well. Very nice. Most favored. Most favored. What do we like here? Shania says Panino is correct, Jack. So is this clue technically wrong, or is it like when we're not speaking Italian, we say paninis and we're all okay with it? Rand and Scorpio and Big Kahuna and Jilly are giving me pet. Yeah, like a teacher's pet is the most favored. We have a lot of pets watching today, apparently. All right, and now we have only one letter left, which is pretty obvious at this point. Retro tees are going to be tie-dyes. Very nice entry. And aerosol sound. That's a wacky entry. But it's true. They're not wrong. Very good. Yeah, Loki getting tie-dyes. Love it. Swindler's creation. Jessica giving me a rebus of a dog solving a crossword puzzle. It's very cute. Oh, Barbara wants tie-dyed and SSD, and Liam likes SSD. But no, retro tees is plural and tie-dyes is plural. So I think the S and aerosols don't have a D sound in them. So I think I'm happy with how we have it. If we don't get confetti, I'll reinvestigate this. Lucy is saying con for a swindler's creation. Yes, that seems very good. Okay, and do we check 32 across? Let's do 27 down first. Hamlet's difficulty. Any Shakespeare scholars in chat? Hamlet's difficulty. Okay, YouTube's trying to convince me to write yawn in. Swindler's creation is yawn? Con fits so well, though. Yes, and Dad Not Dude is saying, aye, there's the rub, exactly. Therein lies the rub. Yeah, Hamlet's difficulty. This is from the to be or not to be soliloquy. There's the rub, and rub in that sentence is being used to mean the snag, the trouble. Very good. Yeah, Loki says, how is it not Khan? I think it is Khan. I have the same opinion as you, Loki. Tots Transport. All right. I think people have been suggesting this for a while. Yeah, Devbox and Tina and Dee and Blake and Larry are all saying baby buggy. Nice. Okay, so now I feel 100% confident that we have the theme. It is two-word alliterative phrases, both ending in Y. They are wise words, word wise. And it looks like we're going to have two more, 48 and 57. Two more. So we have two more chances for topsy-turvy. Can anyone think of any others? I have trouble coming up with them out of the blue. Yeah, baby buggy's very nice. Survivor broadcaster. CBS looks good. Larry says first letters match too. Yeah, that's what alliterative means. Alliteration is when you have multiple words in a row that begin with the same letter. Olivia followed us. Thank you so much. Nick Kahuna says this is like the easiest crossword ever. First of all, there's no way that's true. This is, I think, a Thursday puzzle in a progression that gets harder throughout the week. So the Monday and Tuesday puzzles are certainly easier than this. I think these puzzles seem easier when we're all working together on them, and when you do them on your own, you'll realize that some of this stuff is actually pretty tricky. And finally, if it's really too easy for you, I encourage you to join our Saturday streams, because we do the hardest crosswords in all of crosswords on Saturdays. So if you're dissatisfied with this, remember, set your calendar for Saturday at noon Eastern, because I promise you that will not be an easy crossword. Yeah, Tess loves the Saturday. Yeah. Big Kahuna says, yeah, the Saturdays are hard for sure. Have you watched our streams on Saturdays, the Saturday Stumpers specifically? AJ says, wait for Saturday to get very humbled. Yeah. Okay, just what I hoped for. Liam wants yes spelled like this, which I think is funny. It could also just be yes. That's what Lucinda and Pelvis want, yes. So maybe we'll leave this out. Jay Esther saying, I had this discussion with an Italian speaker about spaghetto. She was like, no, you can't say spaghetto. It just doesn't exist. I see. So spaghetti is plural, and there is no such thing as a single spaghetto. Okay. Brent wants yes as well. Let's check the down. 4 quarters. Lucy's like, yes, queen. We all want it. It could be. Shania asking, what's the hardest crossword you've done, Jack? There was one with like 700 clues. Yeah, it's sort of a philosophical question. Does it count as hard if it's just big? 700 clues sounds like it would take a long time, but would it be hard in the same way? I genuinely believe that the Arkadium Saturday Stumpers are the hardest crosswords I've ever done. They also did put out one that is like called the hardest crossword ever, that is large, and it's like Saturday Stumper level difficulty. I've not attempted it. Maybe we'll do that for a special occasion here. 4 quarters. Dad Not Dude and Big Bus, yeah. Big Bus and ST are saying year and pelvis. That's a very nice clue. Very clean misdirection. 4 quarters, like the quarters of the year. Storage unit. Let's see. Catching up on chat a bit. Yeah, like a company's financial quarter or fiscal year, exactly. Okay. And then, wait, someone... Big Kahuna says, bet New York Times is harder. There's no way. I am a regular New York Times solver, and their Saturday crossword does not touch the Saturday Stumper. I guess there's variety, maybe some New York Times Saturdays are harder than some Saturday Stumpers, but the average, the Stumpers are definitely harder. T. Pendleton and Warthog are saying byte, a storage unit. Yeah, digital storage, gigabyte, megabyte, looking good. 37 across. Escalates. Escalates. Sam says the Saturday Stumper feels sadistic. Yeah, it sure does. But except we do them, we solve them. Jeff, Simon, and Efon are saying ups. Ah, I see. I was like, why are people writing UPS for escalates? Yeah, ups, like ups the ante. You escalate. Very good. Maybe we'll check this long one. Shared fairly. This TA is kind of a strange entry. I mean, it's kind of a strange ending. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Pelvis says I've never been here for a Saturday crossword. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, definitely join us on Saturday. We will be doing one. Pelvis and Ledition have really good guesses here, and Dad Not Dude. Pro rata? That was hard to see. Well done. Pro rata is a Latin phrase. I think it means like proportionally. So I think this does fit the clue. Very nice. Hard to see that with just the TA ending. Liam's dad works at UPS. Yeah, your dad's workplace almost got a shout out today, but we're pronouncing it ups today. I want to see equal portions, says Pelvis. Yeah, that's what pro rata means. And then software revisions. Software revisions. Yeah, Bree and T. Pendleton and Swami Jim are all saying updates. Looks great. Liam on YouTube got updates. Software revisions. Yeah, looks good. All right, cruising along. Ooh, okay, well, I already flashed this on screen, so people are going to start guessing for it. But next, I'm going to look at 48 across. Put together early. Put together early. Big Kahuna says prepare. Scav says pre-plan. Pre-something? Prepare? Most people are saying prepare, so we'll put that in. Crosses look promising, too. And we do have a D here, so we expect another D somewhere. Shipper's estimate. Shipper's estimate. Now we're talking UPS. And so we're expecting a two-word phrase where both words begin with a D and end in a Y. Yeah, I see AJ and Scav have this. Big Kahuna and Felix and Devvox all have delivery date. Make sure it fits. Delivery day. In delivery day, I see. It's delivery day. Of course, it has to end in a Y. Very nice. This kind of breaks the mold, though, of the other themers, because the others all have this E sound at the end. Scary, story, pretty, penny, baby, buggy, delivery, day. So it is a bit of an odd one out. Ask for, 39 down. Ask for. Pelvis says that's a fun theme, though, regardless. I fully agree. I am enjoying this. And Topsy-Turvy does fit at 57 across. And I think it's perfect for the theme. So I'm really hoping that that prediction pans out. Yeah, Warthog also pointing out it's not just the sound, but they're all two-syllable words except for day. Oh, and delivery is now... Yeah, delivery day totally breaks the mold here. Kim Hardy is saying solicit. Yeah, good. Liam and Loki also saying solicit. That looks perfect. And what's this? Unchangeable set. It's set in stone. You can't be changed. Very nice. Improve as a draft. Anyone else a little put off by this? Liam says, ow, I just fell off my bunk bed. What are you doing, Liam? You're scaring Rogue in there. Yeah, anyone else bothered by this? I think Blake is. I think Colin Stevens is. Yeah, edit is looking good for improve as a draft. We're talking a document, a draft of a document. So prepare was wrong. Put together early. AJ is suggesting pre-made, and D as well. Pre-made, yeah, you put it together early. Looks good. Good fix. No crisis here. Dash dial. Who precede Warthog wants. That's true. There's still a lot of options here. Lucinda giving me taco, which I want, but how is dash dial taco? I don't get it. Yeah, tack. I think that's better. Everyone giving me taco emojis. I don't get how it works. I think tachometer is one of the displays in your car's dashboard. So I think tack is better. Unfortunately, no tacos. WDub and F1 are voting tack. All right. Only 2 squares left in this little section here. Accurate crossing Grenadon Galpal. And that is going to give us Director Duvernay. Okay, I think we got this figured out. Vedart is back on YouTube, and we're making him hungry with incorrect answers. And yeah, Jessica wants right. Swami Jim agrees. Jeff Simon is telling me Amiga, because it's a feminine ending for gal pal. And Ava DuVernay is a director, directed Selma, among other films. Excellent work. All right, we're almost there. Author/anatomist. I can only think of one famous anatomist. There's literally one anatomist I can name. I guess you could make an argument that Da Vinci was an anatomist. But Olivia MM and Rich Little are saying Gray. Yeah, Gray as in Gray's Anatomy. Although here's a big debate. Is it A or E? I'm getting both spellings. I actually don't know. Gray spelled with an A is the American spelling and E is the British spelling, but I don't know if Gray was American or British. Tess says it's an A. Okay. Big Kahuna thinks it's an E. Well, I guess we'll find out soon. Freeze of. Shania says A, Ladician says A, so we are keeping A for now. And Barbara writes Gary, which I can only imagine is a typo, but it's a funny one. Oh, Hobbs says E is on TV, so Meredith Grey from Grey's Anatomy, the show, spells it with an E. Is that the joke? Bree is saying rids. Yeah, freeze of, to rid yourself of. Loki agrees on YouTube. Very nice. Melissa Bogle agrees. Cool. Excellent. Ooh, here's the point where I'm tempted to just look at 57 in the raw, just no letters in place, but we know our theme, so maybe we can pull it out with a clue. Let's do it. Pioneering aviator's nickname. 10 letters. Okay, pioneering aviator. And we're talking a nickname, and it's going to be a 2-word alliterative phrase that both end in Y. Who do we got? Wow, you guys are good. Yeah, Pelvis and Jeff Simon and Rich Little and Swami Jim are all saying the same thing. Lucky Lindy. Tina says Lucky Lindy is great. Lucky Lindy, referring presumably to Charles Lindbergh. Lucky Lindy. It fits the theme perfectly, fits our squares. I think we got it. Well done. AJ's like, they cheesed topsy-turvy. I know, it would have fit so perfectly. I was on board for your guess, AJ. All right. I think we're going to make swift work of the rest of this. Nativity scene figure. Yeah. Shania and Lucy, or no, Shania also got Lucky Lindy. Dad Not Dude says maybe next time. We're all disappointed at the absence of Topsy Turvy. Nicole Welty and Jeff Simon. Oh, people are writing Jesus, but Jesus doesn't fit in any way here. It's too many letters. It doesn't accord with the letters we already have. So I think Ethan Ray's guess of Mary is a better guess. Oh, AJ pointing out it could be baby. That's true. There is a baby at the nativity scene. Yeah, Barbara wants baby too. Make known. So this is either going to be an R or a B here for make known. Which do we prefer? Yeah, I think Big Kahuna is right, and Rand and Dad Not Dude saying air. You make known, you air, you vent your stuff, you make it known. So I was slightly partial to Mary already, but now I'm full in. Fanatical at 47 across. What's this little guy? Chinese principal. Ah, we got them both. Chinese principal. Neighbors in the grid. I'm just gonna fill this one in. Yin and yang. Nice stuff. We got D and Richard and Tina and Jilly and Patricia all saying manic. Fanatical is manic. Yeah, Lucy agrees. That's looking correct. All right, let's polish off this little section here. She anagram of Kathy. Okay. Someone named I'm so spoiled with. I can't read the rest of your username, but I want to know what you're so spoiled with. Also getting manic. Okay. Tess says very happy with my Gray contribution. That's true. Yeah, Gray checked out. And Tess, you were the confident one that made me think it's definitely an A. Okay. I'm so spoiled with Melissa. Ah, Not Too Salty had to explain this one to me. I got that Kathy was an anagram of yacht, which I never noticed before. But why she anagram? And Not Too Salty is saying you name boats after women, so you refer to the pronoun that a yacht would use is she. I think that's the idea here. Very good. Yeah, Shania and Hobbs saying yacht. And apparently I snubbed Shania of some credit at some point. Apologies. I just can't read every chat. They go so fast. Okay. AFK says, can you explain this game to me, please? Yes, this is a crossword puzzle. The grid is filled with words and phrases, and every word and phrase has a clue, which you can see toward the middle of your screen here in this greenish panel. And so we're trying to read the clues and piece together the letters to all interlock and fill in the grid. Okay. Yeah, I think, let's see, Bree and Barbara on Facebook. Yeah, dikes are seaside barriers. They prevent flooding, big structures that prevent flooding. That's looking good. Lucky Seven says, Lucky Lindy cannot be a real word, can it? Well, the clue is pioneering aviator's name. So we're talking Charles Lindbergh was a pioneering aviator. And I guess his nickname was Lucky Lindy, maybe because he was very lucky in all of his flights. So I think that is a real, it's not a single word, but it is a phrase. NATO charter member. Julie and Lucy are saying USA. Yeah, that seems good. And Laver contemporary? Laver contemporary? Uh-oh, I don't think I know who this person is. Tess pointing out Henry Gray was the name of the person who was the anatomist who wrote Gray's Anatomy. Henry Gray. And Johnny Rotten just shared the live. Thank you. Oh, Rod Laver was some other tennis guy. I see. So we're talking Arthur Ashe. I see. Yeah, Arthur Ashe, famous tennis player. I did not know Rod Laver. So thank you for the education. All right, one letter left. We got blank dee-da. I think we all know this one. And metaphorical jobs. I like this clue. Tess is jealous of Wraith Knight. Why? I have to scroll back to find out why. Oh, you own Grey's Anatomy? That is cool. Glad I scrolled back. Yeah, Scav pointing out, I wear many hats. Something nice about this clue. It's just, wouldn't be my first instinct if I'm writing a clue for the word hats, but it's definitely a real thing. Metaphorical jobs. I wear many hats. And la-di-da. Excellent. All right, only one corner left in this word-wise crossword. Probe. We got probe. Shania also owns a copy of Grey's Anatomy. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. Hobbs says dig into. Very nice. Dig into. Yeah, probe is like an investigation. Jessica giving me the shovel emojis. Melissa Bogle says, yes, so smart. Dig into. Excellent. Celebrity Bane. Celebrity Bane. Yeah, I think Big Kahuna is onto something here. And Charlie and Scav and Ledition and Deadbox all saying scandal and some dude. Yeah. No celebrity wants to be part of a scandal. Premium purchase. Premium purchase. Yeah, Stacey Archer is here saying scandal. Very nice. Yeah, and Felix and Stacy saying gas, premium purchase. Yeah, gas is one of the options. I mean, sorry, premium is one of the options when you're paying for gas next to regular and what are the others? By blank of, and it means due to. By blank of. Shania got gas, I'm not forgetting you this time. And Atharv Gupta got gas. Okay, we're really closing in here. And I think Charlie and Warthog are right here. And Lucy, dint, by dint of. Not a phrase I use very often, but it is a thing. By dint of my good luck. AJ's like, dint? It is a thing. By dint of my good fortune, you know, I came into some money or whatever. Due to, by dint of. It is a thing. Are the pups still with us? Kim says dint, never heard it before. It's one of those things I suspect you're going to encounter now. Tina says, I don't know this phrase. I guess that's a good thing about crosswords. They teach us things. Daily fare. Shania really wants wind by wind of, due to. Okay, well, we'll find out. Charlie says, I say by dint of all the time. You're making me feel old-fashioned. I like it. I think we should bring it back. Yeah, and Patricia is writing an F1 says diet. Daily fare is diet. It's what you eat every day. Looks very good. Okay. Felix points out that it is faster to say due to than by dint of. Yeah, true. You could just say due to, but then you wouldn't sound classy like Charlie. Sleeve fillers. Rogue is asleep. I put the dogs to sleep. Someone named Tilalock and Melissa and Devbox say LPs. Yeah, that looks good. We're talking records, record sleeves. All right, 2 letters left. And we wrap this perfumery bit next to swiped. And that is all going to reveal artistic expression. Okay. I think we got it here. Yeah. Kim says, Charlie, do you wear a top hat? Everyone thinks Charlie is a sophisticate now that he says by dint of regularly. Do you wear a top hat? Yeah, Hobbs is telling me stole to swipe at something is to steal it. Olivia wants style for artistic expression. And that's going to be a perfumery bit is a petal, a flower petal. All right. Yeah, Blake giving me the preemptive drum roll. It's not preemptive anymore. Jessica giving me the drum roll. Did we get the confetti today, or do we have an error that we'll have to hunt down? We've never had an error. We get confetti every single time. We have a perfect record on my streams, so I expect no less today. Here we go. Yes, very good. Confetti well earned. Very fun. Scary Story, Pretty Penny, Baby Buggy, Delivery Day, and Lucky Lindy. Nice, wise words. I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much for playing, everybody. And please join us again tomorrow. We do this every single day, so we'll be back tomorrow at noon Eastern time with another crossword. And if you're watching and you don't follow us, consider following us. It really helps us continue the show, and it helps you remind you of our next stream. And in the meantime, do check out Arkadium.com. They put out awesome crosswords like this one and tons of other games as well. Bree just followed us. Thank you so much. Scav says, woo, but paninis for everyone. And Jennifer just followed us. Olivia says, who wants a big plate of spaghetto? Yeah. I was probably being overly pedantic with this paninis bit. And D wants tacos, even though tacos never even made an appearance in the grid. It was tack. It was tack all along. All right. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and I'll see you